Oh, this is going to be on YouTube, definitely.
This is the business end, where the business happens. It's all computerised. It looks like a Dash 8, but it's actually one big computer game. It's tricky to land, a bit firm, but it's a rocket ship. It's got loads of power. As I said to the guys, it climbs at about 1100 foot per minute and maximum takeoff weight on one engine. So with two engines, it's good fun. You fly an aircraft like this for Flybe, you learn your trade, it's a good apprenticeship, and you're well sought after at the end of it. It's a really good company to work for, and it's a really good aeroplane to learn your craft on, very much so. There's a lot for you. The FMS is very good and very helpful, as is the autopilot. Training's very good. I've heard the company's very good.
I've heard training's very good with Flybe, is it?
Yeah.
I've heard good things about that. The training standards is very high, yeah. Very good.
If it's not, you kill yourself with one of these because it will get you in trouble quickly. There's so much go.
Yeah.
I had a car that went like this. But then I moved to the other man and got all my points removed, which was good. So there you go.
Are there any buttons we're allowed to push?
Any buttons you're allowed to push?
Can we make a PA announcement or something?
No.
Oh. Does it have a horn?
You can push that button, mate. Fasten seatbelts. Hang on.
Sorry,
just that one, just there. Fasten seatbelts. Yeah, move that down. And move it back.
ask them for a tea.
There you go. Buttons.
Tea with 2 sugar.
Just a button. Happy now. Right. Any quick questions about the flight deck that you can see? It's very different to what you're used to. Obviously, the scan is interesting. The multifunction displays you can see on the inboard ones tell you lots of information, which used to be displayed on gauges and dials up here on the older model. So, standard fare really. You've got a coat hanger in the middle. You pull it back towards you. The houses get smaller. Push it towards you. They get bigger. If you do it too much, the GWS will shout, "Terrain, terrain, pull up."
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Very warm welcome aboard this Flybe presentation flight, which unfortunately is going nowhere. My name is Martin Quayle, I'm a captain with Flybe, on the Isle of Man, formerly on the 146, and I'm just converting onto this type. So in fact this is a bit of a jolly for us. Usually we do our circuits in Exeter or Birmingham or anywhere that'll take us. Today they've arranged to do it at Bryce Norton, so we've done our circuits this morning. So we've done our circuit at Bryce and then dropped in here because the management have got some chatting to do with your bosses and that sort of thing. So that's why we're here. So I said I'm a captain on this, or just about to be a captain on this. I've got a total of 4 landings. And judging by that, you know, I had a little bit more practice to do. But before that I was on the 146, before that the ATP, and I've been flying since 1988 when I was here as a student on course 108B. So what course are you guys on?
267, 264, 266, 216.
Oh, good range there. What stage are you at? Are you flying at the moment, or are you just doing ground school?
All the IR stuff.
All the IR stuff. Yeah. So you're flying the Senecas over there?
Yeah.
I did notice that G. Rouse is still here, which was the one I did my IR in 1988. So is that still a good plane? It goes well, yeah. I hope it's got new engines since then. We gave it quite a hard time. But if you have any questions about Flybe or anything that I can help you with, I'll be glad to answer. So the company, as far as I know, seems to be alright. I don't have a huge amount of experience of it yet. We were Isle of Man based, formerly Manx Airlines, which expanded and then was taken over by BA and then was sold by BA. So we've been with Flybe about a year, but from what I can gather they seem like a reasonable crowd. Starting salary for FOs isn't fantastic, it's about 23, with duty pay about 2,000 or 3,000 on top of that. It goes up to about 26 quite quickly, and then if you get a jet right hand seat, I think they're about 35, with commands starting 45, 50, that sort of area, up to about 60 for jet captains. So I said it's probably comparable with the industry for regional flying. Generally it's the kind of airline that just gets you there and back and home at night, so there's not a huge amount of night stopping. So for those of you that want a particular base, that sort of thing can work quite well with the lifestyle. And we are usually recruiting.
I've got a quick question.
Go ahead, louder, please.
Would you be looking to get onto the Embraer fleet eventually?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I will if it comes to the Isle of Man, sir. That's all I'm interested in. I mean, I'm an Isle of Man guy, and I'm interested in whatever's based there. So formerly we were on the 146, but they're getting rid of that and replacing it with this, so this is absolutely fine. If an Embraer comes to the island, yes, I'd happily fly it. But for me personally, the base is more important than the type. And actually, this is a very nice aeroplane. You know, it's not a jet, it's a prop, but as propeller planes go, it's very nice. Cruises at 360 true. But if you're prepared to move around, then, you know, there's promotions, there's commands, probably in about 4 years, I'd say, at the starting sort of time for a command. Because what do you need for an ATPL? 1,500 hours? Flybe isn't the kind of company that's going to throw you straight in, you know, wet around the ears anyway. They make sure that you're fully comfortable and competent before sticking you over to the left-hand seat. So probably about 4 years, that sort of time. And there are commands available, and, you know, people are moving through.
Where are you based?
I'm based in the Isle of Man.
Isle of Man. And as far as flexibility goes for moving around, how easy is it to, if say you wanted to go down to Southampton, which I've heard is the most popular place to operate out of? Or...
What if someone wanted to be based in Southampton? Yeah. Well, you just put a bid in, and it's a matter of waiting for a place to become available. Again, it depends on the seat you're in and the type. I mean, probably if you want a command on the Embraer at Southampton, then presumably they're quite few and far between. I really don't know. Same situation with the Isle of Man. You know, there's no one in the Isle of Man as a captain with less than 10 years seniority. So it's, you know, it's just a matter of waiting for that position if that's where you want to be. But I said if you're flexible, then there are jobs that come up a lot sooner than that. And once you can make the transition to someone paying you rather than you forking out the money, then you're well on the way. But from what I can gather, there are jobs around at the moment, so fingers crossed for all you guys.
So you mentioned a couple of times, and I didn't catch all that you were saying just now, but what is the likelihood of getting jet experience and turboprop experience
with our company?
Within the first sort of 4 or 5 years.
Oh, very good.
Is it very good?
Very good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that you'd be stuck in the right seat of a dash unless you particularly want the base. So, for example, if you wanted the Isle of Man, there are already Dash 8 400s, so that's all you will fly on the Isle of Man. But if you're prepared to go somewhere where there's, you know, an increasing amount of Embraers, and you've done a couple of years in the right seat of this, if that, then I suspect there are jet jobs coming up, and after that, Dash commands coming up.
Right.
So it is the kind of company where, you know, it's not frozen forever. But it depends. It depends what you want. I said in the long haul, lifestyle can suit a lot of people, but it does mean you're less current with the actual hands-on flying. And in this sort of flying, it's very good, certainly in the early stages of your career, because you build up experience, you build up lots of flying, lots of sectors, lots of landings. And I hope to see you on board.